you always have to fix something for Visual Studio. MinGW is literally like magic. See, I've had the complete opposite experience. For me, Visual Studio always works compiling right away. You just like include the libraries and everything and it works. MinGW, I have had huge issues getting like paths set up correctly for MinGW, and like I said, I think like the Windows API, MinGW good because I don't need to launch Windows VM for Windows builds. I use MinGW cross on native Linux. Ah, that makes sense. If you don't want to, it's basically your only option if you don't want to go to Windows to build. Oh man, I'm sweating because it's really hot today. It's been really hot these past few days. These days you have GitHub and GitLab CL where you can build anything from browser. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what it is, but I like having like control over it and knowing what's happening in my compilation process. Okay, so our text prediction using a Markov chain does not really work. So I guess we're gonna mess around with generating a sequence. I have a few ideas. I think we can actually just do this in the console. So starting with a base sequence like A, B, C, D, I want to use a bunch of like mirroring and translating operations to try to generate a pattern. So I'm wondering with this shift if I should loop it around, or yeah, let's just try this. Basically, I'm trying to combine a bunch of operations to randomly generate text that is predictable and follows a pattern. I'm just thinking if I shift this over, it'll change the length of the sequence randomly, but that might actually be what I want.
yo, word is born, this the way the East Coast rocks. Home up the hip hop. This is how we get down. Hey yo, word is born, this the way the East Coast rocks. Kamikazes represent. Hey yo, word is born, this the way the East Coast rocks. Home up the hip hop. This is how we get down. Hey yo.
Alright, and just to make this easy, I'm just gonna use the string method of or the array method of reversing. This isn't really efficient because it allocates stuff, but A B C D B A B B A B D C B A B A D C B A. Is that a pattern? That might be too chaotic. A B C D A B C A B. No, that is not following a repetitive pattern. So I'm trying to create like a fractal made out of text. So what I'm thinking is how do I treat these characters as like, I'm thinking of treating these as like coordinates or positions. So maybe mirroring B goes to C and mirroring A goes to D. Basically, I'm trying to figure out a pattern that will like expand so you can predict it, but the pattern has to be pretty complicated. I'm also thinking, what if... Got a few ideas. What about like expanding these letters based off the surrounding letters? The issue is that would use like the same pattern repeating, which might actually be what I want. For example, if there's like AB, you expand it to like, I don't know, A, B, C, D. I don't know. That's the thing, is it's very complicated because so many random generation techniques just like get stuck in things that aren't really valid or don't really, like, it would basically just generate gibberish that doesn't have a pattern that you can detect. I'm gonna try this just without the shifting and with the mirroring. Or I guess the mirror could be based off where the shift is. A B C D D C B A A B C D D C B A A B C D D C B A. Is it mirroring every single time? Let me try something. Okay, that does work.
Sometimes I get caught up in mental obstacles. I'm illogical, it's illogical. The industry is comical, we bombing you. Understand the fire we walking through. I'm walking right through the fire with no H2. Oh, by the way, we already hot. You see the name, third degree, yo, it means a lot. Yo, everything you got, we already had. You see, we 3,000 light while you living in the past. 3,000 light years, 3 million still unaware of the children of production. It's nothing.
Does picking a midpoint for reversal even change anything? I don't think it does. Let's see, reverse from the middle here would be DC. DCBA. No, it has the exact same effect. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm almost wondering, what if, like, is there a sort of iterative fractal system or function system that could work on strings? Kind of what I was talking about treating these as coordinates.
I'm hidden like the owl in your dead money. Funny how half of y'all didn't see it or hardly notice it. We controlling this unnoticed numerous quantities, quantum leap through your boundaries with your simplicity. Missing me, frequently I elude your negativity with effortless consistency. Even with the common problems in your frequency, be delighted that the technique has.
I feel like, yeah, maybe sampling the text from a fractal, just like the Lifehack large dictionary of pre-generated data. Yeah, but what would the data even be? That's the thing, if it's a bunch of like known phrases and things, it's likely already predictable.
Shut your headlights off and let's ride tonight. Travel through the darkness, use us for your sight. Hold on tight, show them how to do this right. Travel through the darkness with your guiding light. Shut your headlights off and let's ride tonight.
Okay, let's try doing just a traditional fractal approach. I don't know if I'm gonna create a whole object just for this, but let's try 4 steps to begin. Should I do this 3D or 2D? I think maybe 2D. Okay, never mind. I'm just copying this code. Screw it. It's so much easier to just... This is basically going to do a similar thing. So wait, this returns the distance function. I actually want the 2D coordinates. Okay. Now I'm just thinking, how do I want to evaluate this? I think starting and just like iterating around. Oops. So maybe we'll do 10 characters. Generate the X and Y maybe from an angle. I might actually do a, yeah, I actually think I'm going to loop through X and Y. Because this is actually going to be how I sample it. Basically, I'm going to try converting from 2D coordinates to letters. This is really annoying writing in this console. I actually think they made this console worse for writing code. You used to be able to write like new lines and stuff here, but now it doesn't tab properly, and it sometimes just enters the code you're writing. Oh my god, it doesn't go to new lines. It's really annoying because this console used to be so nice for editing code. Firefox developers are kind of ruining the browser, to be honest. It's kind of shitty. Lots of software is getting worse. Alright, so then I think I'm going to do A10 floor A10 2 YX. So that'll make it 0 to 2, I think, and then I'll multiply it by 2. So this will hopefully give me 4 different numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Reference, T is not defined. Fractal step is not defined. Okay, it executed, but it didn't output the string. Something bug out. Oh, okay. I need to store these in a buffer first so that I can alter them. So this is really weird. It's not outputting anything. Like what? Is it frozen? What? Firefox is frozen. But it's not frozen. It didn't freeze in the... What? So is the console bugged? What do I have here that's an infinite loop? None of this is an infinite loop. SY plus 0.5, SX plus 0.5. I guess one of the old ones I typed in is an infinite loop. It's like... So now there's no way for me to close this. Like, what is going on here? How do I force exit? Firefox force exit JavaScript tab. So like, this is really stupid because normally it brings up the this thing is lagging, but it's not doing that. I'm just going to need to force close all of Firefox, which also includes my tab and everything, which also includes Twitch chat. Like, so fucking stupid. I actually think Firefox is getting worse. This didn't used to happen. You used to be able to just open new tab and close old. Yeah, nope. It's bugged. So what used to happen is when you would like open a tab, it would say this tab is running slowly, and it would like ask you to close it. It would be like, do you want to close this tab because this script is running slowly? That is bugged now in the latest Firefox release, because Firefox devs are fucking incompetent. Like, I don't know how else to put it. In the last few Firefox releases, the browser has had flickering black screens across everything. It's basically become unstable, and the Firefox devs are somehow thinking that their browser is becoming like, oh my god, the Firefox devs released this thing where they're basically saying they're trying to catch up to Chrome, but anyone who's been using Firefox realizes that devs can't even keep simple shit together. Alright, I guess we're force exiting Firefox, including all the stuff I have open from chat and stream. So goddamn annoying. What a shit browser, dude. And like, the other browsers aren't much better either. Firefox will migrate to Chrome engine sooner or later. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, the Firefox devs have lost direction. They have a fucking overpaid CEO who's making the dumbest decisions they've ever had as an organization. Like, what's going on? Talking about how shit the Firefox web browser is getting. One 1222. Now how long is this? 1, okay. So let me think about this. Negative pi be negative 1 to 1 plus 1, 0 to 2, times 2 should include 4. Huh, I wonder if this needs to be divided by pi times 2 instead. Or they will rewrite Firefox on Rust and Firefox will be best browser ever. That's probably the best long-term thing. Why is it outputting 2 every single time? Maybe I don't understand atan 2. As far as I'm aware, it returns negative half pi to positive half pi. Or I guess it returns negative pi to positive pi. I am confused. So wait. This is negative half pi. This is positive half pi. So this is considered pi times, or wait, no. This is considered pi times 2. And this is pi 1. So weird. I feel like I probably need to pass the result of this through mod. I wonder if 8... I feel like that's not the numbers that I want from that. Yeah, so I think atan is giving the proper results, and that the upper bound is half pi and the lower bound is half pi. So what I'm wondering is, where is... Okay, so atan 2 is supposed to just be a short form for atan, in that you can do atan 2 by just doing x divided by y in atan. So like the upper bound is like a really high number like this, and then the lower bound is a negative high number like that. In GLSL, the result is undefined if x equals 0. Yeah, that's true, because that would be x divided by 0. That would be divided by 0. So to even get there, or like if any of the things are 0, it's like it doesn't really work. But this doesn't make sense because atan isn't matching up to the result, or atan 2 isn't matching up to the result of atan, which is really weird because it should be. Like, what the hell? Why is this returning different things? I think this is like an edge case that the Firefox devs probably programmed in, but it ends up giving me completely incorrect results when I'm trying to use atan as an index. Stupid fucking developers, dude. Like, don't get me wrong, math is hard, but they have one job. It's to keep things consistent. So what should I do here? I guess just like... I guess I can do plus pi mod pi. But it's like, it's so stupid when it should just be giving the correct mathematical result. Not listed any exceptions. Between negative pi and pi. I think they're idiots. I think they're fucking idiots, dude. What is the maximum angle that this can be? I'll answer it for you. It's half pi. It's half radians. These motherfuckers either don't understand how atan works, or whoever wrote the specification doesn't understand how atan works. Like, I'm actually wondering, can I fix this by doing x divided by y, doing atan like this? This is just so dumb. Like, I shouldn't... You shouldn't be dealing with math functionings being inconsistent. I'm actually curious. What about, hold on. What about on edge? How does this work? Oh my god, I forgot. You can't even bring up a fucking console on edge now because of the way they designed Chromium into it. Dude, web browsers fucking suck in 2021. Like, web browsers just suck. That's just how it is. Web browsers fucking fail at providing, like, the web browser experience. Alright, so atan is correct. atan 2 is the same as on Firefox. This doesn't make sense. Why would it return negative pi as the maximum when the maximum is half pi? What the fuck, dude? So what doesn't make sense about this either is if this really returns negative pi to positive pi, then where the hell are the pi values between negative pi and negative pi times 0.5 or negative pi divided by 2? Where are those values? I found them. This doesn't make any fucking sense. This actually doesn't make any goddamn sense. It does not make sense. It literally doesn't match up with atan. What the fuck? Wait, so like, does anyone know math here? As far as I'm aware, atan 2 is literally just short form for atan y divided by x, like AAM you just said. Doesn't match atan. Doesn't match atan. Function of two variables as two partial derivatives at these points where derivatives exist. Atan 2 is, except for a constant, equal to arctan y divided by x. What? points where these derivatives exist, a tan 2 is equal to arctan. Hence, for x bigger than 0 or y does not equal 0. This does, like, well, the function a tan 2 is discontinuous along the negative x-axis, reflecting the fact that the angle cannot be continuously defined. This derivative is continuously defined except at the origin, reflecting the fact that infinitesimal changes in the angle can be defined anywhere except partial derivatives. I still don't understand why it's actually different than arctan. Can be related to arctan y divided by x by trigonometry. This does not make any sense to me. As far as I'm aware, a tan 2 is arctan y divided by x, with just the simple thing checking if one of the ones is equal to 0, or the divider y is equal to 0 or x is equal to 0. Like, what the fuck? Wait. So why does it do this length? I should stop trying to understand math. It just doesn't fucking make sense. It just does not make sense. Like, why? Why would this return different ranges than a tan? So, yeah, this just doesn't make sense. Like, why does a tan not match? I guess because it's multiplied by 2? So stupid. And of course had to close the music when Firefox crashed. Software sucks in 2021. Like, shit just does not work.
You ain't got about to listen, but your mind is on your money and your money's on your mind. Stop tripping, see y'all niggas be broke. You pay attention to the lesson being taught this morning, penny for thought. Dropping dimes to make sense with the truth. Money's the root, but it's the people behind it to make it evil. Showing God I trust. Evacuating from the worldly lust. Glamorous niggas, pushing Lex.
This doesn't make sense, so why does this not work then? This should be going up to 1. So then 1 plus 1 is 2, and then we multiply that by 2, should be giving us 3. But instead it's just giving us 1 and 2 and no zeros.
written by Black Life Fubu. Check the words to manifest like the guru. Man, I thought you knew. Putting back in your community, black unity means that it's more loot to spread. These presidents would stay dead in my pocket so I can eat to live. Start my own biz and record label. Fuck the others, man. They say commercialism brings the death is jam. Goddamn, that's why I'm independent on for self. If you ain't true to yourself, then you can't be to nobody else. Nanny juveniles wanna sport you out. Citrus styles, the young childs. All caught up in materialistic rap style. Black woman going broke, trying to dress like Lord Kim or Foxy Brown. Only playing themselves cause sex sells. But you clueless like Stacey Dash. Tricking your ass with a cash and the sad. You all hooked on the latest fad in the world of fashion. Man, it's scared for my people, so then they cash it. Now you never think about the loot you're spending, but then your hands held out when you're poverty stricken, huh?
My mama said life's a double hanging knife. The bitch is not stabbed because you paid or you paid a price. My mama said life's a double hanging knife. The bitch is not stabbed because you paid or you paid a price.
Uncle Stan's got a plan to move your poor ass off the stolen land. Farewell to the first of the month. Jack, the way they got you on your dairy ass, sitting on your assets. Man, you think you got it made by how you figure with your figures. Cause welfare when it means farewell. The poor niggas and poor wiggers, meaning poor white trash. Still sitting on your ass as the world's steady passing you by. As the end gets nearer to Armageddon, man, my thoughts get clearer on how I'm living while the devil's on a suicide mission. Check it, he's killing every nigga in sight. But the labels on my people ain't right. We went from niggas to Negroes, Negroes to Afros, Afros to colored black. And in fact, let's start a revolution down on Babylon. Black people better get some land before it's gone. Fucking around with crackers and got crumbs. Integrating what devils. Now ask yourself, what has it done to entice? You find the things that we fiend in life. Making a choice, either you pay or you paying the price, kid.
That's the word. Or you paid a price. My mama said life's a double hanging knife. The bitch is not stabbed because you paid or you paid a price. My mama said life's a double hanging knife. The bitch is not stabbed because you paid or you paid a price. My mama said life's a double hanging knife. The bitch is not stabbed because you paid or you paid a price. My mama said life's a double hanging knife. The bitch is not stabbed because you paid or you paid a price.
Well, I was just driving, in my farm cruising, listening to music, looking at the girls, it's amusing. Ignition, turn off the key, I'm on a mission. Dismissing, miracle, lyrical addition. Condition, my brain is pumping hard like a piston. Competition is getting less, I'm the best, so listen. You wishing to run away from my smoke of horror. An hour is all I need to have you in my power. A flower, one rose, no one knows how it goes. Full of holes, the stage is empty. I'm good and plenty, gently put you in your place, don't try to tempt me. Just three, one little and you're smoking in a tree. One little and you're smoking in a tree. R-I-P-P-I-N-G. One little and you're smoking in a tree. R-I-P-P-I-N-G. One little and you're smoking in a tree. R-I-P-P-I-N-G. It's the Invises, taking a competition like diseases. He freezes, coolie man, the one who prays, oh Jesus. So leave us, the tournament is done, you better believe us. The crust is peeling off the mic, it's starting to rust. So bust, it's a must, I grab the mic and check it. I wreck it, E-man grab it second and wreck it.
Yo, it's the foreigner that's never boring. You're slamming to keep you jamming. There is no ignoring the accent to wake up the flavor. Espanol or English, distinguish this Spanglish I gave ya. Es el Latino, Panameño to be exact. Soy el que vino, I'm the one that came to get fat. Bringing funk from the Caribbeans, taking out the payasos, the clowns and comedians. With my Indians smoking in a tree. R to the A to the P, the P, the I-N-G.
One little Indian smoking in a tree. R-I-P-P-I-N-G. 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 I'm the incredible animalistic
My estilo's mad rough like a Brillo pad, enough skills, talento. Real smooth como el viento. I be the underrated who created the marinated funk. Some hate it cause they wish they were related. But who's El Nietzsche in charge over here? Niggas disappear when we play what they hear. Yeah, astonishing. Be vanishing, I'll be finishing even without the Spanish in. And when it's in, just like medicine, it'll cure. Cause I'm managing to keep it pure. Indian, rock it at the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Devastation, Indians coming down, new creation in the station. You
I am impressed.
It's coming through my nose, twinkle your toes, say your mind blows.
Thanks for the follow, Railford.
Watch it as it goes, flows to another level. Burn the devil, I'm the rebel. With the shovel, God is by my side, so peep the trouble. Let me take a break and then I celebrate. Escalate, smoke my with the best, cause I'm a graduate great. I feel the vibe, it's live in my session, has a lesson. Indians bucking down like Smith and Wesson, I'm the stepson. My blood is poured in hard, cause an erection in a section. I'm living lost, sitting in a mansion. One little Indian smoking in a tree. R-I-P-P-I-N-G. 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 One little Indian smoking in a tree.
Past the Dutch, you can't touch me. Legacies living within me got me seeing the negativity, feeling the energy, breathing deeply, observe. Words of lightning sometimes get me frightened when I'm seeing what I'm writing. Got a license to smoke, provoking labs. The blade stabs and stabs. Bloody jewels get grabbed and dropped, tip hot. I in every aspect and ways. In the days I said partial paragraphs, plotting warpaths. Infiltrate the mind, state fire. Then aftermath, I subtract. Knock the player on his back. Caught his ass, entertainer between half-ass facts. From the preface and the cracks. Hear the voice of thunder.
No, I don't think this method's gonna work either. It seems pretty chaotic. Kinda glad I didn't really wanna reuse this whole thing anyways. I just realized you can't see, so on my screen the mouse cursor here, when it's over the text, is white, but on the screen here it's black. I guess that's a bug in OBS's window capture or whatever it is. It's kind of shit though, you can't really see what I'm mousing over on stream. Alright, so let's try a different method.
My advances, the microchip was planted by Lotus. Now my vision's clearer as I look in the mirror. The show's coming to a close. I see the end getting nearer, so I had to adjust like chameleons. Adapt to my habitat so I can make millions. Ain't that a trip? How easy it is to lose composure. Money's the root of all evil, been told over and over. This world's filled with mayhem. Can't wait till the end comes. When I'm reincarnated, we come back as rebel shoguns, paying my dues. Fanatically, I overwork it. Frauds were sent to earth just to blow your circuits for one purpose: to show the real how fake they are. No status of a superstar, still the nicest by far. The forecast predicting a slight change in the weather. We storm on them seas forever, building up the pressure. Too clever, never heard before. Imperial, deep like the peeps beneath your steps. Disperse the verse, your team scatter like I sent a bomb threat. I suppose this is what you expected, the most respected, never neglected. Highly intellect, can't dialect. Be splitting paragraphs in half. Stranded in the darkness, looking for the light. Shadows in the dark, shadows in the dark. Stranded in the darkness, looking for the light. Shadows in the dark, shadows in the dark.
Penetration from the new generation. The time has risen, many will be lyrically imprisoned. Forgotten, left the rotten in my son's heat. We a fleet of vultures, ready to feast on the beast that once reigned. Flooded the streets, populated airwaves. Your days become the past at last. Out of a lit up tunnel filled with smoke. It's the fish that saved Pittsburgh, moving in blurs. Wrecking shit with explosive overdose, psychosis, no sick.
Get that soul twist. My level dangerous, angerless, and it's just my imagination running away wild. From written to freestyle, Buddha monk in his cloud. Receive X amount of files. My design become rhymes, vocal tone through microphone and stone power. I generate. You heard the vision? Now picture perfect precision. Once again, time has risen, stars falling, death calling. That's why I'm always off the hook. Styles of wild wind, sins in the book and shook who get tested. This new language manifests to fame from left. A hollow point through vest. You niggas feel my stress when I enter. Local rhymes, the bomb between lines. Press the wine and try to find the thinker. See, I deliver similar. The rivers running through the worlds and beyond. From the ground up, turn the sound up and watch the mighty blade cut precise into the light. New world soldiers. Stranded in the darkness, looking for the light. Blow that out. Shadows in the dark, shadows in the dark. Stranded in the darkness, looking for the light. Shadows in the dark, shadows in the dark. Stranded in the darkness, looking for the light. Shadows in the dark, shadows in the dark. Stranded in the darkness, looking for the light. Shadows in the dark, shadows in the dark.
What up, boo? You down for the cause or not? I could tell you the type to get approached a lot, but hold up, let me back up for 1 minute so I can run down this whole story from the beginning. I first seen this honey coming out the bodega. I was in the Bronx. Yo, this freak was mad hot. She was rocking some skin tight leotards for pants. Her hair came down to a heart-shaped ass. She was off the hook, the type you can't help but look. I was like Elvis, yo, she had me all shook. Black Barbie's down. Can I get a moment of your time? I'm sure you probably heard every bullshit line, but I'm saying I've been checking you from afar. I got the 7 digits, walked her over to the car. Her name was Victoria, yo, I was on it hard. I went up to her crib up on Southern Boulevard. I got that ass quick that night, yo, she was with it. The freak did my head like a professional wizard. Since I'ma be in town for a couple more days, I figure I'ma fuck her in a couple more ways. That night, I'm in Manhattan where I did my show at the Palladium. Then I collect my dough, yo, it was 2 in the morning, about to go scoop up Victoria. I'm at the light at 41st and 6th, feeling hornier. I seen this hooker, she had a nice switch, it looked familiar. She turned around, oh shit, it's Victoria. I can't believe she out there selling
Okay, alright, it's allocated nearly all of my RAM. Thank you, Firefox. Alright. Imagine creating multi-threading software and launching a script interpreter in a separate thread. Yeah. The sad thing is that, like, I think JavaScript actually is multi-threaded now. Across tabs. It's just Firefox devs don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to multi-threading. Just look at the WebGL shader compilation. They do not know what parallel processing is.
Of your ciphers, my aura shines divine, priceless, much too complex to yap. Maybe perhaps when I think of rap, my thinking cap reveals the skills unlimited. Rappers be half as great. Mentally they can't elaborate, so they exaggerate and fabricate. My words collaborate, formulate in a sentence. It's all ill when the blunt in mind invents this intense mechanism. Respect next to wisdom makes the gods mental. Unflammable, grammable, feel gentile. Reigning dominant, leave me essential. I sense down, don't know the all comprehensively. Energy enters me when I depart, it's like sweet sorrow. Bottles I follow, catch wreck. Answers to my comprehension be just too complex to get vexed and just step. I'd rather snatch a rapper's rap, ruin it to a degree. Breaking them in a degree.
Alright, so it's somehow working and compiling. Why it crashed before? Why did it crash before?
The rhythm got me addicted, so my ill skill inflicts it on any device. Nice, similar, the verbal price. Enormous, my performance equally will be precise. We putting rappers on ice, the ultimate heist. Most of them should have thought twice, now they paying the price. I knock them out like Mike Tyson when the tracks connect. The engines to my comprehension be just too complex.
Greater than your Benz or your Lex. The engine to my comprehension is just too complex.
Much too complex.
Greater than your Benz or your Lex. The engine to my comprehension is just too complex.
To MC, the art of rhyming should be pure and natural. When I think of all these ill skills, international. You see my words in action, will attract the steel like a magnet. It's stagnant and incomplete like the fragments. Actually, my words are jagged edge criminal. Borderline subliminal, one of the earth's finest minerals. I'm past the pinnacle, and still I hold my fort like a general. Intervals all exert the maximum, release the minimal energy. Cogniac Hennessy sort of blurred the memory. Remember me, that ill I still trigger thoughts sporadic, set to build bigger standards. Mics and metaphors of what the manage might merge. I recite slurs with the right words. What occurs when I
Time to log everything step by step with printf. Dude, so you know what bugs me the most about this? You know what triggers me the most? Can you see an infinite loop anywhere here? Like actually, so look at this. So the crash happened when I changed this iteration from 3 to 10. Why would that cause a crash? It literally doesn't make sense. That's what bugs me, is that it literally created an infinite loop from something that shouldn't have been an infinite loop. So oh, we got another infinite loop. What did it do? Why did it create an infinite loop? Are we going to be able to even debug it? So where's the infinite loop here? I bigger than p dot length. So maybe this, because it adds to it, this keeps infinitely expanding forever. That might be it. This keeps adding to the string and it loops through the string, repeatedly adding. That would actually make sense. See, this is actually a complicated question, is how do I loop through this? Yeah, how would I do this? Is this gonna crash, or hello, Firefox? I hate this. I hate how Firefox does not even detect that it's running an infinite JavaScript loop now. Like, it's such a step back in terms of like quality of being able to just click a button and go stop script execution. Firefox stop script button not showing infinite loop. Infinite loop no longer caught by stop script button. See, this is crazy because it tells you to go into the JavaScript debugger and press pause script execution, but you can't do that because it literally freezes the JavaScript debugger as well. Like, I'm fairly confident this is actually a bug in the browser. Fuck. Stupid fucking people. So, how would I do this? I guess, so limiting just the length here would mean that it scans the newly added inserted pieces. I guess I can do ++I here, but then the issue is I don't want to scan for patterns in this inserted one either. Huh. So the issue is if I go and add these to a separate buffer while I loop through this, then the next ones that are added won't be added at the correct point. So it's like I would almost need to order the things that are added based off the order of the last, like what character they came after in the last array. Which is kind of complicated.
Like to say hello to a fly girl that is good to go. Cause I'm the mellow, the fellow, the one that like to say hello to a fly girl that's good to go. Now I'm not half cocky.
I guess I'll try doing that, storing it in keys like this.
At my willing, of course I'm chilling, lost in the mind. What you mean? Wake up, sit back and recline. I'm here to recognize, pull your honeys, not the 9 unless you need one. And that's 8. I'll bomb and I won't skate, hesitating. I'm grading MCs heads to shreds. What you know about what? How'd you style? I'll get wild on that while you sit and examine. Why waste time? I'm not damning. As you sit, ultimately I can hear as you plead. As I'm not back filling your chords out of tune. Now let me finish this cool and I will see you punk soon. Cause as they rise, I will infect
Alright, now at the end, we loop through and we add these inserts to the array. Oh man, but this is the complicated thing. So we actually need to measure how much it's been added. And we also need to do these in order. I guess I could just loop through in order. Can I splice in an array? JavaScript splice array, or do I have to do object by object? Splice insert array. Spice applied with some apply trickery. Oh my god, of course. I guess I could use the split operator. See if this works. So first of all, this should create a pattern basically every time. Unexpected token. Where is that? Oh, I can't even select it. Huh. Normally it lets you click this and it'll show you where the error is, even though it's in eval code. I guess it's right there. One, 2, 1, 3, 0. Oh my god, I actually think it made a pattern. 1, 2, 1, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. So it created a 4 here, which isn't supposed to exist. I wonder, what if I just repeat this rule over and over again? So like, what if I instead put the iteration here? So it repeats the same rule over and over. I feel like that might actually be a good way of doing it. 1, 3, 2, 3, 2. So I think of instead of doing insert after, I'm going to do insert before. Now it can show up before 0, 1, 3, 0, 3, 0, 2, 3. I plus plus added. Oh, I'm doing this wrong as well. Zero 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 1 2 2 2 3. 0 0 0 1 2 3 3. 0 0 1 2 2 3. Oh, okay, so it might end up with these repeating. This is weird actually, how it has different lengths each time. Is it insert? Let me check if it's spliced before or afterwards. Okay, so it is splicing before. That's weird. It should actually be putting... Okay, every once in a while it should actually put... Yeah, there we go. Put another number in front of 0. But this is weird how the length is changing. I guess it's the number of times it detects a pattern. I guess let's just try repeating it more. Is that really with 4 iterations? 0 3 0 3 1 2 3. 1 1 1 1. 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 2 3. Huh, so that is not... I'm honestly almost feeling like this, so far this Markov chain, funny enough, is actually the best text generation we've got so far. So, turns out generating text that you can both that is hard to predict but also predictable is very difficult. I'm thinking of just almost doing some plain recursive pattern building where it's just like I repeat 2 symbols and then repeat a sequence of those 2 symbols. Let me try going back to doing multiple patterns with this. Zero 1 3 0 2 3 3 0 2 2 1 0 1 2 2 2 3 3 2 3 2 2 3. Yeah, these aren't really sequences. 0 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 3 2 3 3. Yeah, so these are too random. These are definitely too random. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, 96 boy, cream hunt, cream hunt. On my fly innovation, awaken, stop faking, associating with Satan. That journey that you're taking is sci-fi like Carl Sagan. Sometimes I choke when I smoke dope, but that's alright, cause Superman can't fade the green kryptonite I like. I keep the mic at Fahrenheit and Celsius in my fist.
bliss. I collude with the juice like the fruit called sun-kissed after photosynthesis from the solar sun raw on the earth. In the first row, my flow has no flaws. My mathematics explain static like physics exhibit force. My divine confuse Einstein's mind quick as a Porsche. Smell my exhaust. I teach a crash course in wreck. Reflect the sound effects of snapping necks as I perplex. Clone the DNA code of T-Rex into a rhyme before you crept a step to mine. You should refine your inner mind. Letter X is undefined. Chinese arithmetic counting on an abacus. Rhymes like a scientist.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Freak the speech for folk so I can reach ya. Numb your brain like ether. Continue to sparkle like a reefer. As I reach ya. Another level like a runaway slave. Swinging lyrics like a shovel at will. Now watch me spill funky dope with the skill. Dropping bombs like Shaquille. Excuse me if you will. Now step back as I continue. What's next on my menu? It's time to animate my hand, yo. Equipped with my pencil. And like Ginsu, I'm cutting up like a switchblade. Best kept my secrets. Straight out the bricks made. Absolute perfection. But this is just a section. Once I erect, I'm spreading like the HIV infection. You need protection against the prince of black denim. Once I begin them, G-Rock the kid with the venom. The form technique to freak the streets. So let me begin. I'm about to perform a lyrical hip-hop surgery incision. Equipped with the power to maintain brain cells. You heard my name, well I drop insane spells. So metaphorria, historical punchlines, crunch rhymes. G-Rock can never say more than one time. So repeat this lyrical thesis. It's my incredible rep increases. Dollar in a dream is the only way to reach this. Dope spectacular, supreme metaphysical form. I drop mad bombs to make the non-believers swarm. Before I cease, I think it's time to unleash my last piece. Like all hell is breaking loose in the Middle East. Taking it easy as I'm coasting. Repping creases as I'm toasting MC. The word is born, I'm leaving weak minds frozen. Stationary as I'm taking them to the last horizon. I'm breaking them, magnetizing them. G-Rock sizing them, surprising them. I'm leaving them brain dead before the name says. Script flip like clips, causing a strain to the head. Enough said.
Heads better recognize the flavor. Cellar dwellers coming like this.
Yeah.
What's the plan to the Federation?
Hold up, what's the plan in Philly, baby?
What's the plan out in New York?
What's the plan in the Carolinas, north and south?
Out in Jersey,
we about to show y'all. Come on, son, bless 'em.
Phantasm, cellar dwellers, reppin' no
of the Canaanites trying to be white, but they gon' lose in this game of life, so dead that. I tie my dread back and scheme, put a star on my red, black, and green.
A nigga need food, you got to have food for your health and clothes. Yeah, to keep esteem for yourself and shelter. A place to lay for rest when you stressed over life. Cause it's trife and ain't no God gon' help you need food. You got to have food for your health and clothes. Yeah, to keep esteem for yourself and shelter. A place to lay for rest when you stressed over life. Cause it's trife and ain't no God gon' help you need food.
Pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on your back. You understand? Pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on your back. You understand?
What do power mean? Our team seem to think it means sour cream. Cause our dreams got us feeling for the power, son. And UEP said political power come from the barrel of the gun. What do power mean? I believe in thieving and smoking weed.
Alright, so this will push random indices from the previous pairs into the array. So it basically builds like a hierarchy of random sequences, starting with pairs of 2 and then building up pairs of 2 and 2 to get 4, and then pairs of 4 and 4 to get 8. So then what I hopefully should be able to do here is, after generating this, I go through and recursively generate it. So now that is the question, is recursively generating this. I might need to use a recursive function. We will see. Let's try. Yeah, I'm just gonna write a recursive resolve function, I think.
When the left pretends to be the best is stressed, they got you striving for perfection. You're driving on direction and lessons. Here's your blessing in seconds. We arriving in perfection. When the left pretends to be the best is
Hello, Strom DK. There's construction going on right outside right now, so I'm kind of turning off my mic, but yeah, if you're wondering why I keep muting over and over again. This is gedit. This is gedit. Lets me just write JavaScript code in like an untitled document and get syntax highlighting and everything without actually creating a new project or anything. Just lets me create new files and stuff without a project involved. That's kind of the point, is I can write code in this without it being a whole IDE or project.
I am impressed.
Thank you for the follow. I'm making this small game ClickTrials. Well, it's a game made up of a bunch of mini games that sort of just try your skills, like reaction timing and memory, and I'm doing these kind of weird ones now, like text prediction, which turns out to be very complicated, generating text that a human can predict but also isn't random. That's specifically what we're trying to do right now, is the text prediction. Started with a Markov chain here, which works alright, but it's not that complicated and it's kind of easy to predict. So now I'm looking at doing a recursive hierarchical pattern of pairs of symbols. We'll see if that's any better. So what is the care code for... Oh wait, okay, 97, and then the capital is like 65, right? Yeah. Alright, so we need to return combined strings for this pair. So when depth is 0, we actually have a full pair. So we convert ID to 2. And sample from this pairs array. I'm just thinking exactly how this will work.
I'm holding clicks of ransom, money grip my anthem. Trice like 25 to like bits with Manson. I leave don't split like chap lips, BBS chrome and fat whips. Attract chicks when I match. But Kwame ain't the one for y'all to be hurting you. Blood sucking vermin just get stuck until your Gucci's burning. See, I'm hip to the game, plus I rip through your frame. So maintain, I get personal like game chain. I hold the mic like a tight clamp to get hype champ when I'm amped. Most jump off and bike ramps. From stages to street corners, I defeat performers. All the weaker corners when the quangry heat the soreness.
Alright, nice. Yeah, so this resolves the pairs from IDs, and because they're recursive, what it's going to do is, I think, return another resolve function here. This is going to be really inefficient because JavaScript is really bad at doing recursive functions. It's insanely slow and inefficient, but this is more just a test to see if this will work.
You know who you are. Yeah. Pick the essential techniques that I possess to make me shine like I'm nickel plated. Over this bomb track, my man Dobie orchestrated. Everything remains tight, despite what you had in sight. We put in work overtime just to get it right. So you may say whatever's clever, but make no endeavors to might fight unless you got your shit together. Word. And for you so-called MCs posing as MD, there's gonna be some hard times in NC. Constantly yelling, you can rap when in my presence, but I give you props because I can rap Christmas presents.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have 4 of these, so I'm actually gonna need to loop through and generate it.
And then they wonder why they get no respect. What you expect? I'm not the owner of a major label. For me to put you down first, I got to get stable.
So at the beginning, this should just give like 2 characters, I think. Missing variable name. It really bugs me how this doesn't work anymore. This used to link to your code if you clicked it. I don't know what's happening where you can't actually look at your code anymore or what's wrong with it. It's really stupid. Like, it's actually such a step back for Firefox. it's just so weird when like they've put so much focus into these like JavaScript development tools, and then they remove basic stuff like that that's like vital for debugging test stuff in the console, and it makes you wonder what's going on in Firefox developers' heads. Or maybe what's not going on in Firefox developers' heads. Alright. Missing variable name, line 4. No semi-quote. I think this is the most annoying part of JavaScript for me, is that the compiler in JavaScript is really bad at, it's basically just bad. It just sucks. The JavaScript compiler sucks. There's not much to say. Okay, so this is interesting. Why is it generating AA every single time?
I dedicate this to Reese, and to the Kirks I have to say peace. We're all anticipating his release. It's kind of sad to see my man shooting bad, especially when he was gifted with a pen and a pad. But yo,
so math.random times count, which, okay. Okay, so if d equals 0, we'll do count, otherwise we do 4. JS interpreter can be a pain in the butt. Yeah, I guess that's the whole thing, is it's not compiling, it's interpreting. So because there's not like exact rigid rules, it has issues. Okay, there. Okay, that's kind of weird. Why did it do D 2 times in a row? I guess it's working. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to work. It generates 2 random characters, and then when we set count to 4, it should generate a bunch of series of 2-letter characters. AA, DC, DC, AB, DD, AA, BD. Nice. Alright. So now if we do depth 2, it should repeat these two different pairs. BD, 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 DC. AA, BD, AA, BD. AD, AA, AA, CCCC, DCCA, DCCA. Okay, that's actually better. These are now different series of repeating, so if we do length 3 or 4, it should change it up a bit, but let's try increasing the depth. DADC, DC, 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 DC. DADC. Okay, so what is this pattern? DADC, DC, DC. So DADC, then DC, DC again, then DC, DC, DADC. Very interesting, so this almost looks mirrored. CD, CB, CD, CB, CD, CB. Okay, these actually look like decent patterns. CBBD, CBBD. So if we like increase count to 3. AA, AB, AB, CB, AAAB, 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 ABAB. These are kind of complicated, yo, which is actually good. This might be what I'm looking for. AAB, AAB, C. So the C there isn't really actually following a good pattern. I almost wonder if this is good, because like it's obviously not. See, that one definitely had issues, but the Markov chain isn't the best, but it actually does have the basic pattern system down. See, that's the thing with this one, it repeats the same 3-letter or 4-letter things a lot, and you can't really control whether or not it does it because it randomly generates the chain, and to make it different you would have to regenerate it over and over again, which would be very slow. Yeah, still too easy, but it is pretty good. Like it's not horrible.
Getting it up for the downstroke, no joke. I beat the funk from East Sound to Hollywood Squares, cause it's the SKW funk motor booty affair. I dog MC's atomic when I drop script straight out the black hole to Aqua Boogie with the bomb shit. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill. I groove allegiance to funk with style and make the funky dollar bill. So
So the issue is here is it doesn't repeat the patterns, I feel like, enough.
Make you say uncle when we jam. So let's take it to the stage. Tear the roof off, make like a throwing slam.
So what would be the next thing that comes?
Uncontested, once manifested, enemies lay a disease, brain affected, the name detected through the microchip, the microphone within the hologram. $1 million slam or jab to Michael Jordan, yo, and more important, I drop more acts than Lizzie Borden. Tracks is absorbent to my style that flows like black ink from a fountain pen. My weight is mad up like 20 mountain men as I begin. I spark it up like bomb fuses, bust brain cells, and drop like Neapolitan that Vietnam uses. Lyrical pieces I inflict to get you open, like 9mm cats with infrared.
I might try implementing this one. Let me try guessing some of these. Or let me try turning this into a guessing game. I'm gonna cut off a few of these from the end and then try to guess them, but hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get water.
To my peace out of Jersey, to the whole entire NYC, to the mad hip-hop industry. Yeah, D-double-E, rock, rock on. To the S-K-double-E, rock, rock on. To the whole hip-hop, rock, rock, rock on.
Everybody, rock, rock on. You know we got to freak the funk, rock, rock on. 4960 rockin' the C&D coalition. See ya!
Yes, I am your psychoanalyst. Yes, I am your psychoanalyst. I have visions of your movements moving back and forth through my brain. It's frustrating sometimes, but I ease the pain. I'm moving closer into the focus of what you call reality. It's just nothing but the present, or time, or bounded, or everything that is absolute. It's all irrelevant, one voice said. If you were happen to have woken up And do you believe to yourself there is no spiritual being that keeps you bounded on this earth? You are one who is deceived. You do not know the path, spiritual aftermath. You're running, you're praying, you're begging, you're asking, forgive me, but I forgive no one who does not help himself. I reach to the inside of you because you cannot reach in. I step outside of you when you cannot step out. I give your body meaning when your mind has doubts. I give you the secret path when you don't know the route. I am all. I am everything.
Check it, spread the word now when it don't stop. It's time to get the papes and make moves on the top and get props. So ring the alarm. The soul is here, blowing spots, licking shots, set you loud and clear. So throw your guns up, yeah, cause that's how we do it now. Puffin' the lie, we're keeping it real, the rest to show you how to yes, yours. We go on and on.
Alright, so gonna remove 2 characters from the end. Or maybe halfway through, and I'm gonna try to guess what the next character is. Similar to the text prediction. So DC AD AD DD. So actually, this is a really bad. So I should actually be guessing this character D. Yeah, I actually don't know if this is good for the pattern. This isn't that great of a pattern either to detect.
Now hold up so I can do what I gotta and represent the alien, blow the niggas out the water.
Hello, bored me. CD AA BD CB BD. Okay, which one do we think comes next? We got a CDAA, and then we got a BD CB. There are no repeating patterns here. This is horrible for actually trying to predict. What are you working on? I'm trying to create a text that can be predicted. I'm trying to create a little game where you're shown a segment of text and then you predict the character that comes next. For this little thing called ClickTrials I'm working on that has a bunch of mini games. This last one, text prediction. I have a basic thing right here. You can see it's a lot of just repeating patterns. It's pretty good. It's not horrible, but it's not good. See, it doesn't have, sometimes like that, it doesn't have patterns that are necessarily clear. So like right here, 5, you would have had no way of knowing that 5 was what came next in the pattern. So kind of like this, but this is using a Markov chain, so it's really chaotic and sometimes not the best. or a lot of times it's not great for a pattern, so I'm basically trying to figure out a better method of doing that through like generating a hierarchy, a sequence hierarchy. You have to use some predefined functions. Kind of. Now that one, I guess I could have just got that one wrong. So I'm thinking, what if I change the, I think if I change the count of this, most of them are palindrome, right? There's not any specific pattern. It just is supposed to be a pattern. Same backwards or forwards? No, they aren't palindromes. It's random. It should have numbers in there too, so it doesn't really matter about the actual pronunciation.
Gunpowder blasting, my brain be acting like a chain reaction. I focus like the main attraction, bitches in latest fashions, ghetto walls, graffiti mansions. My mind's corrupt like Anglo-Saxons and city sanctions. Creators crashing his beat, so I could do what I'm supposed to do. We say butter and L Swift, son, coming close to you. I'm flowing through your speaker, rising like smoke from the reaper. I'm tired of living single, even praying like a thief. I'm being for the key to success. If I don't get it, then fuck it. Give me the keys to a Lex. Niggas be leaving for less.
Alright, so how do I make this generate one?
A butter's gonna rock it up in NYC. Up on this MIC, it be the natural E. Bringing the hook after me, NYC. All the 5 boroughs I be. LSW, IFT, NYC. All the 5 boroughs I be. A butter from the natural E. N-E, definitely. I represent my elements like they represent me. No got no time for frontin', honey. Pay me respect when you see me. Just give me your pound like London money. In the ghetto, it's no smiling. This ain't nothing funny. You can feel the pressure. I kill a stressor. The real finesser.
So D divided by depth. Floor. Yeah, how am I going to do this? So I guess maybe as depth goes down or goes up, I decrease the count of the sequence. Honestly, the more I try to do these alternative methods, I'm kind of thinking the Markov chain was honestly superior. Or not, maybe not necessarily superior, but not horrible for this task. So let's change it to a min count and max count. So min count will be 1, max count will be 4. Cur count. What will the current count be? The number of characters will be max count plus the, so we're going to do the interpolator as D divided by depth minus 1. So then the next char, they're going to need different interpolators. You can take each character, generate a hash, and put it on symmetric positions. Yeah, I've thought about generating a random sequence and then mirroring it, making it symmetrical in ways that it would have a pattern, but I couldn't find a way to do it in a predictable pattern.
No time to represent, I got patience to. There ain't no time to bounce around with any busted crew. I don't beg balls, steal it at my money stack.
Plus max count minus min count times. Okay, so I'm actually gonna need to. I'll probably change what these are called because min and max doesn't really represent them. Start count and end count.
Out of mercy once she captures you. She have you doing wild shit, get a sniff and break. She's well known around the town and want to state to state. Yeah, you catch the fever like a chronic epidemic. Many kids to sell the soul to have the number one.
You can generate entire patterns, say 5 letters, and then only show 4 letters and let the user guess the 5th. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. You have to generate the one they're gonna guess.
All about the kids with mad healthy snacks be getting all the clout. They sell out the foul routes, but collect the check. G and I, they made a time out here crushing it. Hey yo, flip the represent and get some gimmicks together. Be inspired with all the trends, act the fraud or whatever. That's getting played out. How many clowns must I lay out before you realize real skills will never die? Everybody got dreams of making cash money.
D+1. Okay, hopefully that'll work.
But you're dissing all of those who showed your loyalty. You're paying hoes for spending time and buying Hennessy. You're never thinking of
how am I gonna test this?
Flashy idiots are destined to be casualties. Treachery is all I see and it's a goddamn chin. We broke the bonds of slavery to carry brand new chain.
I guess I could do. I can log it just to make sure these are generating the right things.
I am
4 and 3, 3 and 1. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the follow, board meet. So that is working. Very nice. Okay, so depth is 2. The start count is 4. Generates 3. Final one is 1. Let's try increasing the depth. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. That's definitely a pattern. C, D, C, D, C, D. B, C, D, C, B, C, D, C. E, D, A, D, A, D, A, A. These are kind of good. B, C, D, D, B, C, D, D. Yeah, those are actually C, A, D, C, C, A, D, C. Actually decent patterns. This is kind of messed up because it's not like a full pattern. I wonder if this isn't being completely resolved. Although I think it is. So we can try increasing the count. B, C, E. Oh, that might have made it worse. I think I'm understanding it now. F, F, D, F, 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 D, F. Alright, that's looking kind of good. I actually gotta go do some stuff in real life. Particularly before it gets way too hot outside. So I'm gonna copy that and save that, and I'm gonna go. I might stream again this afternoon. I really want to finish this game, ClickTrials. I've been saying that, like, it's really close to being done. I'm just polishing it, and I kind of hate this. I hate this stage where it's like it's never going to be finished. I can keep making it better and better and better and better, and for me it'll never be finished because I could always make it better. But I really, like, it really is nearly at the point where I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna put it up on my website and it's good. Everything works, which is the major thing. It's just the stuff like the text prediction that I really want to get it. I feel like text prediction is particularly challenging, which is kind of why I want to figure it out. So yeah, hopefully that hierarchical method will end up working. If not, we'll just end up doing the Markov chain. So yeah, not going to make any promises on if I'm going to stream again today. If I do, I'll probably stream again in like 3 hours, like 1 or 2 p.m. EST. If not, I'll probably be back again tomorrow, finishing ClickTrials. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me do JavaScript programming. I'll hopefully see people around again. Bye-bye. I hope you have a good day or good afternoon wherever you are. Thanks for watching.